he like she takes Glinda to live in the woods, and then she becomes the queen of the land, and then she blamed the Glinda to be the bad witch, but actually she's not. So like nobody knows that Glinda actually the great one. So everybody believes that she is the wicked witch. And meanwhile, that Oz found out that Glinda is not the bad witch. Theodora's sister, or Ivanora, lie her sister that right now Oz would never come back to her again anymore, because Oz now is falling in love with Glinda, and he's not gonna come back for you to become his queen anymore. So Theodora is kind of sad and very disappointed. So she's like very sad, and she's drowning in the grief. So like, you know, like the power of jealousies can do everything, right? So like her sister use a spell to turn Theodora into a real wicked witch. So right now Theodora has become a real wicked witch who has a very ugly face, like ugly witch, not gonna gorgeous witch like she used to be anymore. So right now she becomes a bad witch because of her failure love life, because of her disappointments with her love. So like she's very sad, and her sadness becomes the madness, become bad thing. Okay, so Oz so now he learns that he's the only hope for the people to defeat the real bad witch, which are the two sister witches that are Ivanora and Theodora. But actually he knows inside that he's not a real magician. He's not the real witch that all the people have been waiting for. He actually only the pole circus magician that come to the land of Oz by the tornado. He's not a king that come from the sky like everybody thought. But on that time he can't do anything. So he used his brain to. So he uses his magic to kind of lie to that two wicked witches that he is a real magician. He has his spell. He has like a power. He has a real power, but actually he's not. He actually doesn't have any power or any spell, but he used his brain, his smartness, yes, to lie to them that he is a real king, to make them scared to him. So he used the knowledge of being a magician to lie to them that he actually a real king, and finally he can actually defeat that wicked witches by his fake magic, and that is all about the story. And he finally married with Glinda, and Theodora and Ivanora had flees to the other lands. Okay, and this is all about the story. So you might know right now it's so obvious that the antagonists are two sister witches, that are Ivanora and Theodora. But the real protagonist is Glinda, who actually was believed to be the wicked witch. And my favorite character of this actually is probably gonna be the Oz, the main male character one, because he's very smart. He can he can change the bad situation to be the good situation by using his brain. Even though he doesn't have real magic, doesn't have real spells, but he used the thing that he has on that time, applied it to be his power. So I've learned from this that the real power doesn't need to be real powerful, doesn't need you to have like the real spell or real power, but you can use your brain, you're smart, and that is your real power. So, what was your favorite part of the movie? Probably gonna be the part that he has tricked all the witches that he's a real king by using all the magic, by using all the fake magic things to defeat the witches. How was the problem resolved? It was resolved by all the people have been helping each other. They have been preparing the plans that how they're gonna treat the witch to believe that he actually the real king, and to let them afraid of him and like flees away from the land of Oz. This is very smart scenes. Like, I love this movie. Actually, like a lot of movie that about witch, they probably have the real spell and they fighting by their spell, but this is not fighting by their spell, it's fighting by their brain, by his brain, and it's very funny. What's the theme of the movie? It's all about, you know, maybe about comedy, about family, and fantasy. This movie is give me so many moral things for me to apply to my real life. Is the first one is give me that the real power or real powerful. It's not that you have your spell or your real magic to do whatever you want, but the real thing, it's the real faith in yourself. If you believe that you can do, then that is the real power, and that is a very powerful things that you can learn, that you can have. And this movie give me this thing, that if I believe in myself, then that's the strongest power that you can have. And if there is a book the movie was based on, would you read it? I'm probably gonna read it. The movie is this great, so I wonder how the book's gonna be. Would you recommend the movie to other people? Yes, I recommend. The first one is you. I'll recommend you to watch this movie, since this movie is so funny and it's kind of different from other types of movie, and it's very fun. So I recommend you to watch it with your son. It's gonna be amazing. Okay, that's all I'm gonna talk about. I hope you enjoy with my review, even though I'm speaking like sometimes it's messy. But I hope you enjoy. Thank you so much.